Elaine Clegg will be the next CEO of Valley Regional Transit. The outgoing Boise City Council member has a passion for public transportation, buses, trains, you name it. And she wants to pass along that excitement to everyone in the Valley. Now, I've often said that public transportation is relatively sparse around here because people just don't think about using it, so there's no demand for it. Clegg says that's not the whole story.
Right now we look at transit as a behavioral issue. People don't use it because they don't understand or it's not part of their culture or whatever. I think people don't use transit because it isn't easy, it isn't convenient, it doesn't go where they need to go. I want to build a system that's easy, that's convenient, and goes where people need to go, and I think if we do that, people will use it.
Essentially, Elaine Clegg, future CEO of Valley Regional Transit, believes when it comes to more public transportation, if you build it, they will come. Right now, VRT has a bus system with just a couple dozen routes. But if all they have to do is build a lot more public transportation, why aren't they already doing that? Well, they have to pay for it.
We are the only state in the United States that doesn't support transit at a state level. We're one of the few that doesn't allow a dedicated source of funding for transit. A lot of people are beginning to understand what a barrier that is to growing in the way that we want to.
To break down those barriers, Clegg is going to have to get a lot more elected leaders and potentially voters on board with dedicating tax dollars specifically for transit. Something she will not have to get the public on board with is the idea of bringing passenger rail back to Boise. That includes long rail like to Salt Lake, or even commuter rail like from Caldwell to Boise, which can help connect people to other modes of transportation like buses and flights.
One of the reasons I became a proponent of long rail is that it then establishes passenger movement on that rail corridor. And once that's established, then in fact we can use it for commuter. Having said that, without a good bus system underneath it, it won't work. And so we really need both.
And obviously, we'll still need plenty of roads for those buses and to keep driving as an option. But it can't be the only option. And bottom line, people love trains. And if she can find the funding and support, Clegg says passenger rail could be just 8 years away.
This is not something you're looking at for your grandchildren. This is for us. Let's get to work.
Clegg drove that point home by saying just filling up the valley with more lanes of highways and cars is exactly how Los Angeles got to be the traffic nightmare that it is. Clegg's first day as the new CEO of Valley Regional Transit coming up February 13th. And we're going to have a full series on public transportation and transportation in general in the Valley throughout the month of February. That starts here on Growing Idaho next week.